Welcome to the next episode of Valorant for Beginners. In today's episode, we're gonna be talking about gun discipline or gun hygiene, whatever you call it. I'm a big fan of how Valorant gunplay is different from CSGO, and many people who start to play Valorant still treat it as Counter-Strike, which is wrong. And I will explain to you how fast track and rank up as soon as possible after learning this trick. Many players, when they start playing Valorant, they have this urge to always spam their gun and to go into full auto. Like they always do it, you know, they're always gonna try to crouch and spam, and essentially that's how they will try to get kills in this game. Which is, in most scenarios, actually wrong. How do you want to approach gunfight in Valorant is in a very calm and collected way when you typically gonna burst 3 bullets, maybe 4. Now, how to set up 3 bots on the practice range? I explained that in the sensitivity video. Use breach ult for that. So now we can have an easy way of practicing. So now the goal of our exercise is to realize that most of the engagements that you're gonna do in Valorant are gonna be something like this. You're gonna sidestep, left, right, and you're gonna shoot few bullets. That's gonna be most of your duels that you're gonna be taking. Not many duels will look like this. Why? Because the full auto in Valorant is random. Once they reach typically 6 bullets, the pattern of the guns becomes random, and it's, well, you know, you can get unlucky that you're not gonna hit your bullets. But if you control your gun well, then you have a higher chance of winning the gunfights, and staying mobile, going left and right, makes you a harder target to hit, which is very important against precision guns. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later. So now, when doing this kind of left-right practice, it's very important to understand that building this is something that you can do in steps, literally. So first, we're gonna practice going left and right and without shooting or moving our mouse. We want to ingrain the movement in our head, in our muscle memory, on our left hand. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you press A and D and just go left and right. You can also at the same time learn how much you can go left and right without making a footstep. It's something that is gonna be very helpful later on when I'm gonna be explaining how to pick corners. But now we're just learning how to do the left and right, left and right, left and right, which is very important to build up that habit. Now, once we do that, and we have this ingrained in our memory, we're gonna add mouse movement. So when I'm gonna be moving left and right, I'm gonna add a few steps. I'm gonna do it, you know, longer, maybe shorter, quicker. I'm gonna try to move my mouse always on the bot and change the targets as well. This is important because you want to focus on building the muscle memory of moving your mouse without like focusing on shooting first. This is very important if you're a beginner in the game, because people are just trying to skip steps, and that is not really good, right? So you want to learn step by step. First, movement left and right. Then movement left and right and mouse movement on top of that. And now when we practice this a lot, now we can add shooting, right? So we're gonna do left, right, shoot. And we want to learn when to shoot, when stopping, to maintain full accuracy. For that, on the right side of the screen above my camera here, you have shooting error. When the bullet goes 0.25 or 0.20, that means that the degree of the bullet deviation wasn't high. That means that the bullet is accurate. Now when we go left and right, we want to achieve that with every shot, our bullet is gonna be with the Vandal at 0.25. Because if we're gonna make a little bit too much movement, we're not gonna stop before shooting, the deviation, the degree of the shooting error is gonna go up. Maybe it's gonna be at like 5.25 or maybe at 2. Like this, the bullet can still miss. So what, as you can see right now, the bullets are just going somewhere on the map. Now, so when we practice this, we want to time this correctly to be accurate. And we want to aim into like shooting 3 bullets when we go left and right. 2, 3, maybe 4 bullets. You're gonna use the same technique with a Phantom because the guns are almost the same, but Phantom has an ability to spray close range. That's when you're probably gonna just crouch an ADS. Sorry, and then spam full auto, right? But in most gunfights, you're gonna go left and right, and just shoot headshots. Because precision is more important than the fire rate that you're gonna be doing. Because so what that you shot 20 bullets with the full auto when only 2 hit? When I can just do left, right, shoot 4 bullets, and 1 hits you in the head, and I win the gunfight, which is more important. Even if you want to ADS, when you're a beginner in the game, consider using the ADS for full auto, because what it does, it makes it easier for you to control the full auto, because the gun follows the crosser. But when you don't have the ADS, the gun doesn't follow the crosser because the recoil goes above the crosser, which is very important to understand this game. So this is being changed when you full auto with the ADS. It makes it easier to control. So when you have to full auto, consider doing the ADS. Right click on the mouse. What is also very important to understand that the lower the ranks are, the lower the rank you are, the more people will go for the crouch spam, the crouch full auto, but they will miss a lot of bullets, which gives you the ability to be calm and just move the crosser on their head and one tap or burst them, because they're just panic spraying while you are being the disciplined one, and taking the time to aim is just much more effective. Changing the way that you think about the duel is so important in this game. You want to be the one that is calm and not panicky when shooting. You don't want to do this. This is like a bad sign. That means that you are not ready for the gunfight, and that means that you are not precise. You're not trying to like win the gunfight because you are a better aimer. You just try to get a little bit of luck, you know, when you full auto. So that is very important to understand. And now also, remember, when you play against a player who has a sheriff, a guardian, a marshal, operator, those guns are very precise. They are aiming to hit you one time in the head, or in case of the operator, in the body. So when you're fighting against players like that, it's very important to be very mobile and go left and right, because those players will have a harder time hitting you. And if you crouch against them, they're gonna be exactly how I explained right now. They're gonna be the one that is gonna be calm and collected, and they're gonna snap to your head when you're crouching and you're static, and they're gonna kill you with 1 bullet. You want to be the one that is setting up the tempo of the duel and making them uneasy, because now they're gonna have to aim against a moving target that is timing the shots between the footsteps, which is very hard to hit when you have a sheriff or a guardian, and which makes you the guy that has the advantage in that duel. Now I hope you guys learned something from this guide. It's something that I taught already a lot of people in Valorant, and they instantly ranked up from their ranks when they got to know this technique and started implementing it into the game. See you around in the next episode.